like to say all praises, honor, and glory go to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the Eldians and Akim. And with these precepts,
I get understanding.
First, we're gonna start out with the main reason why we out here. Just to break it down with precepts, the real reason why we spreading this word out and what we doing out here in this camp, specifically out here in Atlantic City. Can you bring out Matthew 24? Start at verse 3 for me, please.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be?
Now, this right here is disciples coming up to Yahweh Shai and asking them what basically the end times, what is these signs that we're going to see in the return of the Messiah, well, the destruction here in America also.
And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?
That right there is basically breaking down what I just said. You know, they asking Yahweh Shai, what is these signs, what we're going to see, what the second coming, and the end of the world. Keep going.
Verse 4. And Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed.
Many gonna come in his name. You know, these false prophets throughout history, throughout time, we see a lot of people who claiming that they Yahweh Shai, claiming that they the Messiah, claiming this, but it always failed. It always crumbled at the end of the day. Because it's a lie. It's a wicked, evil lie. Go on.
And shall deceive many.
And they're gonna deceive many. Because they did deceive a lot of people in their congregation, in these churches, in these cults. A lot of these people with these false doctrines, you know.
Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars.
This right here is stating about every day when you turn on the news, you constantly hearing about wars and rumors of wars. You know, wars about to come here in America. You understand? But throughout the world, that's all we seeing right now. Go ahead.
See ye that you be not troubled, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Now, we ain't troubled, because we already know what's going to happen, thus said the Lord, through the Holy Scriptures. You understand? But a lot of these people, they don't got no understanding, so they're going to be troubled when these things is happening. You know, they're going to be seeing like wars and rumors of wars and be all scared. Basically. Go ahead.
Right? Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes, in diverse places.
That means you could turn on the news and see all this stuff coming to fruition right now. Earthquakes in diverse places, pestilence, coronavirus, all this madness that's happening in the world. You know, this is a sign, thus said the Lord through the Scriptures, that these things is going to happen before the return of the Messiah.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15. Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 3. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
Now, that right there, you know, it's breaking down, and it's correlating on what we were just talking about with the destruction that's about to happen here in America, with the beast, the so-called white man and his system. You know, these other nations that's in rulership, you understand? And children of Israel, you know, we got to be prepared for these things, you understand? But we got to be prepared for what the Scriptures say, how to prepare ourselves, by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? Believing in what the Most High is telling us to do and do it. You understand? So, can you start at, let me see. First, back to Matthew chapter 24 and 12.
Matthew 24, verse 12.
Bring it out.
And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
As you can see, in America, especially here in Atlantic City, you know, it's no more. If we had any love, it's none right. It's not here today. You know, Jake hating Jake, black on black crime. You understand? It's just no type of brotherly love between us and our own people. You know, these other nations, they hate us. You know, so that's basically what that's breaking down. That is getting worse. It's going to wax cold. You ain't gonna have no mercy. Look what happened to the young boy who got shot out. Where was it?
It was in Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, yeah.
Dante Wright.
Dante Wright. You know, you can even just look on some of these comment boards, and you could just see that even though he had his hands up, even though he stopped and he had nothing in his hand, the police just shot him down like a dog. And these people in the comment section, the comment boards, he is trying to justify it in some sort of way. That's wicked as hell. Regardless of what, he was a young kid, and even though he was doing wrong, he had his hands up. But a white Edomite, he could go around and shoot like 50 people and been taken in, you know, unscathed.
That's right.
This is the book of Psalms 95 and 8.
Bring it out.
Harden not your heart, as in the provocation, and as in the day of temptation, in the wilderness, when your fathers tempted me, proved me, and saw my work. Right? Just like now, our people, they see the works of the Most High. Now when our people be destroyed by the sword, but they still don't see it because they hardly have their stiff neck.
Yeah, so basically, you know, all these things that's being shown onto us, one thing is clear, is that we gotta be the light that shine amongst all this darkness, you know? So in order to have your light, you gotta follow the law, statute, and commandments and come back to your nationalities, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Can you bring out Baruch, chapter 4 and 2? Well, I got it. Yeah, so basically, we showing that we have to be the light amongst all this darkness that's in here in this wicked ass country called America. You understand? So, in order to do that, we gotta follow the law, statute, commandments. Start doing what the Most High is telling us to do. Thus said the Lord in the Scripture.
Yep. It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Talking about the commandments. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated.
That you may be illuminated. When you follow these laws, statute, commandments, we're going to shine amongst these nations, and amongst all this wickedness that's going on here in America, especially here in Atlantic City. You know, Atlantic City, all this, you can just see all these spirits going on, walking to and fro out here. All these people that's bugged out their mind, drunk madness going on.
We saw a dude light up a crack pipe in broad daylight.
Crack pipe right in broad daylight.
Smoking crack in broad daylight. You know, a couple blocks down the road from get all these storefronts, brother. Get all these storefronts right down the street from all this Forever 21 and all this expensive nonsense. Tommy Hilfiger and what else? What else got?
Polo, Guess.
Ralph Lauren. But right down the street, they got niggas smoking crack, man. Right down the street.
Precept.
Go ahead, Al.
Bring it up,
Proverbs 7 and 2.
Read on.
Keep my commandments and
What?
live.
The Lord said what?
Keep my commandments
and
and
live.
live.
Go ahead.
and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye.
Got a precept here. This is Ezekiel 3 and 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou giveth not warning, for nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked ways to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood I will require in thy hand. You know, so we try to get the blood off our hands. To sum it up, this is the reason what we out here for. And we are out here to warn the wicked of their wicked ways and come back to the law, statute, commandments of the Bible, of the holy, of the Most High. I got another precept. Yeah, all right. This is Matthew chapter 24. I'm going to start 21. No. Hold up. We'll start at 22. And except those days shall be shortened, there should be no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So basically, during Jacob's trouble, always coming here in America, them days are going to be shortened, and we out here for the elect's sake. That's what we out here doing. We getting the blood off our hands, and Lord willing that we are part of the elect to get up out of here in the chariots before the initial destruction happen here in America. These blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, they got to get themselves together, man, because destruction is coming to us first. You got a precept, King?
Precept.
Go ahead.
This is Numbers 35 and 33.
You know?
So ye not pollute the land therein, where are Salah. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. For blood defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but the blood of him that shed it.
The blood that shed it. That's just how this land and all the iniquity that's happened here throughout history, that's how the Most High is going to cleanse this place, through the blood and through fire.
I got another one.
Go ahead.
34. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit. Therein I dwell. For the Lord dwell among the children of Israel.
The Lord dwelleth amongst the children of
Israel. Can you bring out 2 Timothy chapter 3? Start at verse 1. Okay? Yeah, because through all this, and hold on, let me bring out a precept real quick before you bring that out. I got Isaiah chapter 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. Regardless of what, regardless of whatever we going through, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, what we going through out here in America, through all this destruction.
Shalom, brother.
What's your nationality, King? Huh? You're an Israelite. All right. Get back to the law, statutes, and commandments, King. All right. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and 1. Yeah. Let me start from the top. This is Isaiah chapter 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. He's going to choose us regardless of all this stuff that's happened and all the things that we have done in this world. And set them in their own land. And the strangers, meaning these other nations, see, look,
get them out, these other nations.
These other nations, you know, shall be joined with them. They're going to cleave on to us. And they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them. We're going to take these people and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord. For servants,
for
servants
and handmaids.
And they shall take them captive, who captive
they were.
So we're going to take these other nations and bring them to the house, bring them to our land, and take them captive. The same people who had us in slavery for hundreds of years, they're going to be ruling over. We're going to be ruling over them in the kingdom, like they ruled over us, like they currently ruling over us right now today.
Precept.
Hold on, let him. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1.
Go ahead.
This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Now this right here is showing that the perilous times, that's basically what we in today, was surely going to come here in Atlantic City and the rest of the world.
Verse 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. That just do me a favor, bro. Just focus on the camera, brother. We ain't got enough brothers. So
Right.
That just showing. That describes modern Jake today. You know, a lot of these people. They waxing cold. They don't have no love for their fellow brothers and sisters.
Hey, but they're going to church tomorrow, man. It's the Bible. Just the pastor tell you the truth about the God.
See? They boast of themselves. They love their own selves. Celebrating Christmas and their birthdays and all this wicked ass heathen holidays. You know, the birthday if you celebrate your birthday, that's one of the wickedest things that you could do. That's boasting of yourself. That's putting yourself like you're a God. But not, the Bible does say that we God, but in that context, that's meaning that like you are the God. Just do your homework on that.
I got precept for that. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 20. I want verse 14. Cursed be the day wherein I was born. Let not the day wherein my mother bare me be blessed.
See? Right there. You know, curse the day that you was born. Because you gotta understand, when you worship these heathen holidays, that's just wicked in itself. You know, yeah, what was that precept about, I hate the spot.
But yeah, but why did Jeremiah say that? Because the people were going into captivity. They were going into affliction. So he said, cursed be the day I'm born. Okay? So we gotta have that same mind state. All right? We can't indulge ourselves with the things of the wicked.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows. But let thy judgment run down as water, and righteousness as mighty stream. Have ye offended unto me sacrifices and offerings in the wilderness for 40 years, O house of Israel? But ye become the tabernacle of your Moloch and your Churim, your images, the star of your God, which ye made unto yourselves. Therefore I will cause you to go into captivity beyond Damascus, said the Lord, whose name is the God of hosts. That's breaking down basically, you know, worshiping and these idols and dealing with these false religions and dealing with these heathen holidays, man. You know, Jake need to get themselves together, man. You know, because America's gonna get destroyed in your own, and all the destruction is gonna come to us first. You can just see how these other nations, they already hate us. Just imagine how they're gonna be once they lose America. Once how they see their pride and glory, which is this wicked ass country, fall into damnation. The first people they're gonna be targeting is us as a people. And Jake is gonna be on their plate. You know, they're gonna be out here putting us to death, because they already putting us to death in America right now. With all these police shootings, with all this wickedness that's going on out here, with the food, with the poison of the atmosphere, with the chemtrails, with all the medical field, with all this the stuff that they're giving us to destroy ourselves, with liquor stores on every corner, with the drugs being poured in our community, you know, with having our people hate each other. They're gonna have to pay for that, man. They definitely gonna pay for that. Let me see. I got this real quick. Hold on a second.
These are sword judgments of the Lord, you know. These nations are the Lord's whipping stick against Israel.
Jeremiah 6:16. Yeah, because basically all this is because we the ones who transgressed the Lord. We the one that messed up. But at the end of the day, like I brought out in Isaiah 14:1 and down, the Most High is still going to choose us in the midst of all this.
Book of Jeremiah 6 and verse 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths.
Now this is what Jake need to be doing. Ask for the old path of what our ancestors has left behind for us to follow, which is the law, statute, and commandments of the Bible. You understand? That's the old path, following the law.
Where is the good way? And walk therein.
That's the good way. This is the good way. The commandments, the Bible. This is the good way.
And ye shall find rest for your souls.
And you're going to find rest in these scriptures, man. Because this is the reason why this is the reason why we're in the whole trials and tribulations that we hear in America, and it describes it right here in the Bible, because we transgressed against the Most High, and we're going to be saved throughout all this calamity and all this destruction that's going to happen here in America and the world. Right?
But they said, we will not walk therein.
And Jake going to say, we ain't going to walk that way. They're going to want to walk the ways of of this world. They want to go ahead and continue in their madness. Go and go smoke their weed. Go to the club and get lit. You understand? Go out here and continue to walk in folly. That's what they want to do.
We're going to put you to death.
You will get put to death if you don't come back. If you don't repent from your wicked ways. Go ahead.
That weed make niggas stupid. You at, you going?
Yeah.
Verse 17. Also I set watchmen over you,
Set watchmen over us.
saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet.
Now, the trumpets is this what we talking right here. And you see nobody's hearkening. They just walking by their regular day, you know, in Atlantic City, enjoying this madness that's going on here in the world. But we sounding the trumpets to come back to the law, statute, commandments of the Bible. But nobody want to listen. But when destruction gonna come, that's when they're gonna choose, not all of them either. That's when they want to choose to come back to the law. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Therefore, hear ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Verse 19. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people.
Evil.
Even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it.
They be rejecting it on a constant basis. Walking to and fro out here like everything is sweet. Because judgment is not happening yet. But it's happening in minute levels. But once it start getting real crazy out here, that's when people's going to be out here wondering what's going on. And then going to their fake gods. And their fake gods is not going to be able to help them in that troublous time, bro. And they ain't even going to get saved up out of that. They will get destroyed if they don't come back to the law, statute, commandments of the Bible. But they ain't trying to hearken. And that's the problem with Jake. That's the problem with Eve today. They don't want to come back to the laws, bro. But they want to follow the ways of this world, man. And the ways of this world is sin. And death comes with that, bro. But they don't want to hearken. They're going to get destroyed with this wicked kingdom. Let me see. We bring out, you go back to 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy, start at 4. That's it. Yeah, because Jake, man, you don't want to hear, you're going to feel it. That's that old saying. I know plenty of people heard that. They don't want to hear it, you're going to feel it. Destruction is happening here, it's going to happen here in America sooner or later. And if you don't hearken into the word, you're going to get destroyed with this wicked place.
All right, this is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1.
Bring it up.
Charge thee, therefore, before the Most High, and before our Lord Yahushua, who shall judge the quick and the dead, and his appearing and his kingdom.
See, he gonna judge the quick and the dead when he appears. When he comes to crack the sky, and all hell gonna break loose out here in America and across the world, that's when he's gonna be judging the quick and the dead, and man, like millions of people are gonna get put to death, man. All right.
Verse 2, preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season.
And this is not no seasonal thing. This ain't no temporary thing. Like sometimes Jake, they tend to be in the spirit one day, and then the next week they in a bunch of folly, man. You gotta be in this day in and day out. You gotta live this, man. This ain't no part-time gig, you know. But Jake, they need to tighten up and start putting the work in, man. Go ahead.
Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
This is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? If I see any of my brothers and sisters, they going off, it's my duty to tell them that they doing wrong. And I even check myself. You know, you gotta examine yourself in this truth, man, to see where you going off at, what you have to tighten up on. Because this journey is not going to be easy, and it's very narrow, all right? Go ahead.
Verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine,
Con.
but,
Right?
but after their own lusts
After their own lust.
shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears.
You see? And their own lust, they're going to be falling with these false doctrines, having their own thoughts and their own perceptions of how they view God. And, oh yeah, me and God, we got a personal relationship. You know? I hear that all the time. We have a personal relationship with God. I have a personal relationship. Man, get out of here with that madness, bro. But then you go outside and smoke a blunt and deal with folly. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. That ain't sound doctrine.
You got a personal relationship with God, but He ain't revealed to you His name.
Kind.
You know? His name is Yahweh and His Son's Yahweh.
See, because Jake, I'm focusing on my people right now. Because Jake, they want to do what they want to do. They want to go and just party all the time, bro.
Right.
You understand? But then they don't want, but they want to constantly feel like they getting attacked, which they are, and want to be Black Lives Matter when they see a Jake getting shot down by a so-called white police officer, man. You understand? But these things is happening for a reason. But you don't want to hearken onto the word. You want to rely on your own understanding, all right? And that comes destruction, you know?
Verse 4. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth,
Turn away their ears from the truth.
and shall be turned unto fables.
And they gonna go on the fables. Egyptology. Hey, man. Listen, man. Hotep is the way, man. You know? Man, Egypt, who is, where that Christ came from? That came from Kemet, man, and all this madness, bro. It's madness, bro. You know, if Egypt is so powerful, if all these other kingdoms that ruled before this wicked ass country in the United States, right? Which is Kemet and all these other Greek and all this, why did they get destroyed? Where's Egypt today? You know, and if you look at it, the wicked people of this that's ruling America right now, they worship Egypt. They love Egypt, man. They're dealing with that type of that wickedness and madness, bro. They love that type of wickedness.
But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions.
Endure affliction, man. That's what Jake gotta do. Instead of being all weak. But America, male masculinity is under attack. They want us to be soft. They want us to be all feminine.
Right.
That's why you see a lot of these Jakes out here have all these feminine tendencies right now, bro. You know what I mean? Any type of manly aggression out here is considered
Toxic masculinity.
toxic masculinity. Right?
That's right.
Come on, bro. You know, they want you to be an emasculated man, bro. It's literally under attack, bro.
To do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of our mission.
You gotta do full proof of it, man. You gotta go hard, man. You gotta be out here and put your work in, man. We out here, me and my the brother come out here. Lord willing, he gonna be coming out here every week, you know, to spread the word out. Especially here in Atlantic City. Cause Atlantic City is like the land of the lost. They are like, this is from a person who's from out here. Atlantic City is literally the land of the lost. You ask anybody out here, most people ain't even gonna know what we talking about. They probably gonna think that we Christians out here, cause we speaking the word of the Bible. You understand? But they don't know that. They don't know nothing about fringes, and that's why one time I ran into my man's, and he didn't understand what these was. I had to break it down to him about what the fringes was. And the word been out for so long. This happened like, what, 3 months ago? 2020, 3 months ago. 2020, 2021, all these years the word been out, and you still didn't know what these was and know who we are? I mean, but I could go to every other place. Philly, New York, Baltimore. Even people who don't believe this, even people who don't even believe in the truth know who we are. Well, Atlantic City is the land of the lost, side.
It's the book of John. Book of John, chapter 10.
Come on, man.
27.
All right, shalom, huh?
There you go.
It says, my sheep hear my voice,
My sheep hear my voice,
and I know them and they follow me.
and I know them and they follow me. Let me ask you a question, brother. You believe in the Bible?
No, I don't believe in the Bible. I believe in the sheep. I believe. See, the Bible, it was interpreted. This is what I interpreted. Spirituality. See, do this, I can't do this. It's like be respectful. So Europeans during slavery, it's the I bet out.
Go ahead. All right, I already get what you're saying.
Why you don't believe in the Bible?
Yeah,
I
me
didn't
too.
say that.
You just said
You just
that.
said that.
You say you don't believe in the Bible, you believe in Yeshua.
Yeshua. And his name
That's
is
exactly what you said.
But it's all good, yo. I already know where you're
Let
going.
me read you this. This is the book of Psalms 19:7.
Bring it out.
The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul.
Virgin soul, huh?
The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. Okay? So the words of the Lord, they're tried and refined. You know? So what about the Bible don't you believe in? I'm curious. Because if you believe in Yeshua, which is a translation, a transliteration of who they ignorantly call Jesus, he said, I'm in the volume of this book. So at what point don't you what don't you believe about it?
My point is spirituality. So like we could go back. It's like the King James version of it's spirituality. I understand what you know, but see who we are as a people. You know, like the Jews. So who are the Jews?
We are the Jews.
Who? Where they come
The
from?
blacks, Hispanics,
No,
so
where
hold
they
on,
come
the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native
No,
Indians are the Israelites, or the Jews of the Bible.
Oh, so where did the Jews come
From
from?
the land of Yasha'Allah, Israel.
Read that. Read the Jews. Read it. You got that book. Read it.
That's what we're doing about answering your question. You just asked me a question, I just answered
Jews.
it.
The Jews are really the southern kingdom.
Yeah, of course. We listen, but listen. The southern kingdom is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, right? And then you got the other tribes. They Israelites. You understand? So I understand what you're talking about. You know? But if you want to sum it up, if you want to be complex like that, we could break it down too. Because yeah, they are the southern kingdom. Well, who's the northern kingdom?
Well, I don't know. Forgive me. I didn't want to present myself like that
Yeah, no, I get it.
to you.